So, are you fruity? Or do you just like to watch fruity people making fruity nails? It doesn't matter. Today, I am gonna give it all to you. We are doing tropical fruit nails. So today, I will show you the fruitiest side of me, okay? And if you look at this design, it is a simple design, but because of its detail, that's what make it really pop. Like, you see here, it's not a flat green color, it's cat eyes. See the way it's moved? And then 3D, the whole 9 yard. And then this papaya, look at the blend in it. See, it's not a flat background neither. And the seed is 3D. So you will be able to embody this design, but you can never be as fruity as Tino. Tino is the fruitiest fruit on this island, okay? The queen of fruit, or the king of fruit, whatever flow your boat. So first, you need strawberry nude ombre rubber base. Ombre rubber base, you know what is a rubber base is. It's a base coat that have tinted colors. And if your natural nail will have rigid and it's not even, this gonna smooth it out and strengthen it. And beside of it being a great base coat and a great foundation, it's also do amazing ombre because it's non-sticky. Look at that. Cure that for 60 seconds. So the next step, I'm gonna take our green apple magnetic cat eyes, and you are going to apply on the tips like this. If you're not good at freehand, you can use like a liner brush to go across first. Let me go ahead and do it. Like that. Give a second. Okay, go all the way across like this. And then you can stroke it down. Sometimes I just freehand it. Especially when I got something going on right here, like crystal and such, then it's not necessary for the design to be, for the French tip to be perfect. So I am going to go ahead and get the magnet out. Okay, just like that. Okay, cure this. So your next step will be taking out sheer black and apply. And that is these line right here. You're not gonna see it well because it's hidden behind the seed. But that's just gonna create a really nice depth for it. And you have to use sheer black because if you use like a jet black or like a deep black gel polish, it's gonna be crazy looking. It's gonna be awful. So make sure that you use sheer black right here. Okay, just to stroke it out like that. It's like a shadow. Like that. And I'm using emboss brush. Just because if I use liner brush, it will make it darker. It's like color in it, and I don't want to color in it. Emboss brush are heavier in pressure, so it just press it out and make the shade really natural looking. You're gonna go ahead and cure this. And the next step, you're gonna take out white art gel. Okay. And emboss brush still, you are going to color right in the middle like this with emboss brush. And then after that, you are going to take a 10mm liners and you're gonna stretch it out like this or drag it out with just the tip of your brush so it be nice and pointy. There you go. There. Now cure this 60 seconds. Right brush, right product, no struggle. And we're gonna take out our primary press pigment. And if you buy it and it come in nude, just know that I used to have nude and now it's available in silver. The silver frame is available, so I have silver frame. It's the same thing. And if you don't know this already, for Tino, magnetic cat eye is pigment friendly. When I make it, the inhibition layer is not too wet, so it doesn't cake up your pigment and doesn't make it muddy. It's just enough that the pigment go on smoothly. So this is locking it in. Locking it in is basically when you rub it like this, just so the color can be imprinted into the brush. So don't be gentle. Be gentle right here, but don't be gentle on the paper towel. Just really rub it. Rub it like it's all your money. Really rub it just like that. And then you're gonna knock up excess dust, just so it doesn't lose dust, it doesn't kick all over your nail surface. We're going to take this and from the bottom, we're gonna blend it. This is an optional step. It's not like mandatory. It's just nicer. Okay, just a little bit. See, it's just a hint. Now it look ombre. It look even more awesome. It's a very easy step, but it's make it look more advanced. See that? Now, take this away. Next, we are going to use black art gel for the seed. And I'm using an embossed brush. A lot of people would pick up a liner brush, but let me show you why I use an embossed brush. And to show you, I need to use a round brush because it's bigger. But you dip it in like this, okay? Because a round brush and embossed brush, they have body. So let's say the tip is kind of pointy. You touch it lightly like this, and then you press it back. You see that? That's a teardrop. See that? That is a teardrop. So that is why I use embossed brush. Because if you use a liner brush, you just be drawing it, you know. And when it comes to seed, don't waste your time drawing it. Just use a good brush. And you know, detail like this, it could also affect the look of your design. You know, a lot of people, when it comes to seed, they just take a brush and they just press it randomly without any thought on it. And what I get is like little circle. And you know, when it comes to that, people notice. People might not know why the design is unattractive, but they subconsciously will look at every single detail. So even when it comes to like something like the seed, you should take it seriously. It needs to look like a seed. It needs to look like a teardrop. Okay, cure this. So we are done with this design. Gonna take shine it and top coat everything. Then you can bedazzle it like this nail right here. Now, next nail, I am going to start out with lemon art gel. And I'm using an oval brush. Apply all over the nail surface. And art gel is super smooth. So within a few minutes, within a few seconds, it'll be all nice and smooth. Okay, and if you need 2 coats, go right ahead, but never do 1 thick coat. Cure this for 60 seconds. Now, let's make an ombre. So, I have ombre pattern sponge, and the surface is have really fine pore for smooth ombre. Okay, I have another kind of sponge, but these are the newest sponge. The other kind, the older kind, is do okay on ombre when you work with polish. But these kind, you work with gel pen, especially ombre pattern gel right here. It's perfect. I don't know if you can see it, but there is 2 different shades of orange in here. I'm starting out with this shade, and then in the middle, I'm adding like, this is not an orange, it's a hot pink, but when it go on the orange, it's become a coral. It's so pretty. But let's start with the orange first. I'm gonna paint right in the middle like this. It's best for you to start out thin, and then if you need more, you can come back and get more. But don't start out with a whole bunch of gels. Do you see how small this gel is? You can use this for a long time. Look at this. Look at that. It's like magic. I'm so busy talking, I don't even pay attention to the magic that's happening right now. Look at that. It's perfect. Okay, now, when it gets to about right here and you just don't want the color to spread more, you need to take care of whatever on your sponge, okay? You need to take like a palette out and you need to sponge it like this. Just for it to drain off the colors. Then, when you come back here and you sponge it like this, it's safer. But now it don't have any color on there. So perfect. Hear this. And I don't know if you notice or not, but I will show you again, is that you see the middle? This part right here, I don't really put a sponge on it. Because I only want to blend the edge like this. See, I apply all the way out. Now, I don't need to sponge in the middle. I'm happy with these colors. I'm just gonna sponge on the edge around it, just to get rid of that edge. Oh my God. Ombre heaven, you guys. Hear this. Now, next we're gonna move on to this hot pink, just to be overly dramatic, like how we want it. And this needs to be drained off the colors. Don't do it on paper towels. It'll have lint everywhere. Okay, nice and clean. Now you go in just a tiny bit. You don't want to spread too much out that it's cover the orange. Okay, and this thing is tiny. You can sponge directly onto the colors, and voila, it's beautiful and rich. Hear this? We are done with the ombre. Next is green art gels, and we are going to take out the longest brush, 20mm liner from Tino. And I'm gonna show you how I load it. See, you just roll from side to side just to really load the brush in, and then you can brush it out. You load it first so it's be nice and smooth. Because if you just go in and stroke it, then you will run out of gel very fast. It wouldn't be nice and smooth for you. So that is the best way to roll it, to pack it with gel, and then you can stroke it out. Now these nails, I am going to go straight all the way down. We're not straight, but we want to go straight. Okay, just like that. Now, the other side, same thing. Just like that. There you go. Just like that. Now, top, that's a curve, that's not a straight line. So, you can either use a 10mm liners or a 7mm detail. Let me show you both. Let's try the liner first. The curve is a little tricky. The sharp curve, that's a little tricky with the liners. Now, but then this part is really comfortable with a liner. But let's try the 7mm details. Ooh, I like it. I think I like it better with the details. The curve right here, the narrow, sharp curve right here, the detail, have no problem fulfilling that. Now, hear this. Oh, wait, I want to show you something else. You see this little tip right here? I did that on purpose just to be different. I'm going in a little more. Just to show you like a really narrow, a really small V-tips, basically. See that? Just because it's cute. Here, 60 seconds. So next we're gonna do the seed right here. Now, anybody that doesn't know what a papaya look like, they need to get their mind out of the gutters. A papaya is a tropical fruit. It's very healthy for your systems and it's probably cure cancer. Now, we need to use shine the top coat before we do the seed. And the reason why is that we want the seed to stick out. We don't want to put on the seed and then top coat it. So top coat it first. Here, 60 seconds. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3D jelly. I'm going to mix it with black art gel. Black art gel alone, you cannot make thick little seed because it's used for painting. And if you use black texture gel, this is for thicker design, but it's not gonna be smooth because black texture gel is non-cell level. Okay, drawing line is fine, but these seeds are like boba seed. And I can try with this gel, but it's easier for me to get a cell level gel like 3D jelly because then it's gonna be super smooth on its own. So I'll take it out. This is 3D jelly, this is black art gel, and mix it together. And I am good to go. Now, whenever you mix it, and let me add a little more. Just I want to show you something. Okay, I'm taking more 3D jelly. That, and I'm adding more in here. Now, whenever you mix it, it's all nice and black and thick. But if you notice, if you spread it out like this, it's kind of sheer-ish. And a lot of people are like, well, that doesn't work because it's sheer. No, remember, you're not using this for a flat design. You're using it for a 3D design. Remember that. That's why you mix with 3D jelly. Because you want to make a 3D design. So as long as it's not flat, it's going to be solid flat. Problem solved. And it's not really a problem, it's more of like a confusion. Okay, now this is done. Karen, I am gonna use my dotting tools. One big, one small. I'm gonna use a small and I am going to have a flash here ready. And ooh, I need to erase this. Sorry, guy. I have a fan on. Okay. So you need to dip this in, do a little circular motion, and twirl it up. Okay. And I need to do this close up so you can see. Let me use a big dotting tool. Okay. So you're not dotting flat little line, right? You're building. So what you do is you press it in. Okay. Now you need to twirl it. Twirl it. Okay. Not like this. You just need to press it first like this. Press. And then you lift. And you see that string right there? You need to twirl it. And it will cut out. And you have a nice little seed. So that's how you do that. Just in case you don't know. Because sometimes I just assume that people know the simple step. But the more I teach, the more I realize I need to tell you everything in details, just in case. I don't know where your level is when it comes to nail art, but you do want to kill this in between, like that. 1, 2, 3, because this is cell level, remember. And for a cell level gels, it will spread. If you wait for it long enough, it will spread. So remember to kill in between. Keep your eye on the other seed, just in case it spread. When you deal with black texture gel, you don't have to cure in between, but as I say, it is easier to make it smooth because it's cell level. if that's what you're wondering. Because some of you knowing the function of black texture gel, you'll be very tempted to use it. And if you want, go ahead and use it if you want to. But this is how I do it. I use 3D jelly instead. It just makes me more comfortable. Looking good so far. These are like boba seed. I love boba, by the way. Hear this. Okay, see these two seeds are gonna start to blend, so I need to put it here just a little longer. Okay. Little one right here. Okay. And if you don't mix it well, some seed will be slightly sheer just because there are a lot of clear gel and not enough black gel. It will be pretty for this design. Cause I don't know if you ever see a papaya seed, but the slight hint of sheerness actually very good for it. Okay, don't be too greedy with seed. I think this is enough. Okay, I go a little crazy here, but this is enough. Hear this? So your next step will be white art gels because we are going to do the flowers. So we're gonna make a French tip, and just in case you are beginners, I'm gonna show you a way. 10mm liners. We're gonna make it really structured like this. We need to establish the bottom of the smile line. It will get to here, then it stop, and we'll come back up. And we need to establish the spine. The spine is split between the nail. It's split the nail out. It's right in the middle. So you know the curve, when you reach to here, you know exactly where to turn into and turn all the way back up. It's help your design to be more symmetrical. And then you need to establish the tail of your smile line, and then you're going down like that. You're going down like that. Straight line are way easier than symmetrical curve line for beginner. When you get good enough, you can skip these, and then you can go ahead and curve in like this. There. Again, curve in. Okay, now you don't know if it's perfect or not. You need to fill everything. I'm using emboss brush for this, and I'm gonna color it like this. Be very careful right at the smile line. Be careful. Okay, now down here you can go crazy because it's far away from the smile line. And take care of the size. Okay. Take care of this side too. Just like this. Brush it again to remove any bulk. Okay. Okay. Here it is 60 seconds. Oh, actually, wait. I need to finesse it a little bit. We cannot move too fast. I need to go here and make sure that the French is even, because you wouldn't be able to see too well with all the line distract you from it. So I like to color first, then I can finesse it. This side just a little more. Take care of this. It depends on how much OCD you have. But you see, doing it that way, it will make sure every nail is the same, because you all have the same base, you have the same spine. Every nail will be the same. Okay, now I am going to get this brush. an oval brush, okay, that I have, and put this in right in the middle like this. Sponge. Voila. Okay, here. And if you want more, you can do one more layers like this. Curl it out. You can just blend right on the edge like this. Like that. See that? Make sure you tilt your sponge to be able to tackle the edge. See this? Okay. Close this. And I am using 3D icing next. This is white porcelain. I am scooping a little bit out. Okay, not too much. And I am gonna put it in the silicone stamper just because this surface, nothing stick to it. It's amazing. And the stamper you can see from the back, so you can see your design when you're stamping. And I'm using it for a purpose. It's big enough that I can put all the bead on it. It's not special. You can find it anywhere. You can even find it in Amazon. It's just that if you don't have it, I hope you buy it from my shop to support me because you love me. Okay, I am going to put the bead right here, one right here. That's the two biggest bead, and then two little one on the side. One here, one here. And I don't have any top coat on the nail yet, so the bead stick into the nail very easy. If you have sanded top coat, then it'll be challenging for it to stick onto the surface. Then you have to use sticky gel. Like this. This will help it stick. But you don't need it now. Because polished inhibition layer are very, it's not very sticky, but it's sticky enough that you can lay the bead on. What I'm doing is I take an engraver and I just drag it in like this. See, it's non-stick still. So you can move it if you're not careful. You might able to tap it lightly like this just to lock it in to the foundation. And pressing it down like this will further lock it in. Okay. Now, I need to use a silicone tools. Let's do this petal first. Push forward and push it back. Push it like this. Don't push it down. Don't drag it out. Just sort of nudging it back like that. Half pushing, half dragging. Okay. And then down here, same thing. Okay. Do you see this where it's blend together? Don't worry about that. Press it out. I'll show you right after we're done. Okay. Just sort of nudging it out. Nudging it out. Now, let's take a Play-Doh knife. It's like $2 on my shop. Cut it in. See that? Perfection. Same thing here. And you're done. Here, this. You see, whenever it comes to that step, if you don't know what to do, you'll be messing with it all day long, thinking that it's blend and then you try to fix it. No, you just go ahead and press it all the way through, and then you just take a Play-Doh knife and cut it. It become beautiful. Now, remember that my gel are not normal. 3D icing are friendly with pigments. the other kind, the mother of pearl 3D icing, I have HEMA and TPO free. This white porcelain, I only have HEMA free. I don't have TPO free in there. That is not a typo. It's have TPO in it. It's need TPO. And I am gonna take something to knock out the dust. After I lock in the color, knock out excess dust, and then apply on the flower. TPO is a ingredient for curing, and in Europe they don't want a lot of TPO in the gel, but it have to have certain percentage of TPO. And my white icing is needed. My white porcelain is need a little bit of TPO in it. Oh, look at how beautiful. So perfect. So that can work with pigment. My next step is pink one stroke liners. I'm going to take it out and I am going to draw this little line in the center. I don't know why. You don't have to do this. I guess I just want your life to be more difficult, I guess. I don't know why I put this pink little line in there. You can totally skip it. I have a moment that day and I decide that this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, put it in. But I'll tell you though, all the steps that you don't need, I'll tell you, like this step, you don't really need it. It's hilarious. It's too pretty, I have to make it less pretty. Let's cure this. Oh, I remember now. I plan to put some caviar bead in here, so I just figure I make it a little darker. Using clear texture gel, you want to apply not too thin. You want to have some volume just because it's a little bulky underneath from the 3D flower. So you need a little volume on the clear texture gel just to sink the bead in. Okay, all nice and pretty. Here, 60 seconds. Now, you need green gel again. So after everything that we have done, this is probably the hardest part, and it's not even that hard. Using 10mm liner, just because it's drawing. You have to use the right brush. It's just that, see, the pink is have a little drawing too, but it's not symmetrical. So anything like this, anything that are symmetrical, the line need to be nice and fine. That is what I consider drawing. But like these little seed or like the frame, that's not drawing. I don't consider that drawing. The French tip is drawing. Maybe that's not the hardest part. Maybe the French tip is the hardest part. Okay, just a little green detail just to make it nice and attractive. Little Tino flair in it. Get this. Now, let's take our round brush and I am gonna use shine the top coat to top coat this. And you do need my guidance on this one. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top coat the bead first. Let's top coat the bead first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's top coat the flower after. Okay, I'm not top coating everything at once. Remember that. That's gonna be a big hard mess. You should do one thing at a time. The flower, the bead, then the flowers. Now, after that, you can cure this. And then after you cure that, and you don't have to full cure, you just flash cure. After that, you can do the background. And the reason why I'm segregating these top coat layers, because these are, but the background is different the flour is different and the bead is different. You cannot just top coat all of it at once. It's just gonna be lumpy, you know? So you gotta top coat them separately just to segregate them like that. See that? And then now you can just top coat around it. So the flower will be its own element laying on top of the background, and then the bead laying on top of the flower. Beautiful. See? That's how you top coat the 3D. And this time, instead of top coating and put the flower in, I decided to put the flower in and top coat. And it's because the top coat going around the flower, it's gonna help gluing it down to the nails, making it super durable. Get this? So make sure that you share with your friend my YouTube channels and everything that I use today. If you need in any product, go to Tino 𝐫𝐿 shop, www.tino𝐫𝐿.shop. And until next time, bye.